Alright, in this next video, what I'm going to do is show you step by step how to actually promote your articles even more. So not only do they get a lot of traffic just by being on the article directories and end up funneling traffic to your site, but if you really want to get the articles themselves to really start getting some additional traffic, it's really good if you can start going out there and start social bookmarking them. So what you would do is go on over. I like to use a service called socialmarker.com. It's a free website, and you can just go right on over here to socialmarker.com. And what I recommend you do while you're over here at socialmarker.com is actually go on over to propeller.com, which is one of the sites up here, dig.com, delicious. You see here a whole list of new social bookmarking websites. So what I recommend you do is that you just start at the top here, and you actually want to bookmark your content. So I just clicked on Propeller to open that up here in a new tab, and that'll take just a moment. Propeller is a really high authority social bookmarking site, so it can get a lot of natural traffic because the Propeller page, much like the article, could also end up showing up in the search engines. So what I'm going to do here is come over here to where it says sign in or sign up for free, and I'm just going to log in here. If you were brand new, you could just create a new account, but I'm just going to log in here for this example. So it'll take just a moment here for me to sign in. Now once I sign in, I'm going to actually go ahead and submit some content here. Okay, so it looks like I've been signed in. So you're going to see here on the right hand side it's going to say submit a story. Now much like the article directories, these social bookmarking type sites are very, very similar in how you do the processes. So I'm just going to click on submit a story, and I'm going to come over here to this article, this Go Articles article here that I've got submitted here. And this is in the acne niche, so obviously it's not the weight loss that we were doing, but this just goes to show you can do this in multiple niche markets. Notice this is a nice keyword rich title, and here's a nice keyword rich article talking about, homemade acne treatments. And then down here, here's a link to another blogger blog that's kind of a review site. And actually I'll show you how this works because this can work in multiple niches. So I just want to show you this site real quick without getting too far off base, but notice this is just a nice little review site, talking about this particular product. Okay, so now that we've kind of settled on that, let's just jump over here and let me show you the link that I'm talking about. So you want to come up here, and I'm just going to bring the screen up and just grab this link, right click and copy, and then come over here and we'll right click and paste it in there. So let's just bring the window down. Okay, now just click submit right here, and this will take just a moment. Okay, so I've now done a prop of the story. So you're going to see here it's going to ask if they already have this story. So you could say no, we don't, continue submitting. Okay, now where it says story title, you want to put in the main keyword phrase that you're trying to go after or the title of the story. So I'm going to put homemade acne treatment and then put in a short description. So here's an article discussing 6 fast homemade acne treatment solutions that you can implement right away. Okay, and then put in my tag. So obviously this is about acne and homemade acne treatment. So acne treatment, acne cure, homemade acne treatment. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to do is come down here to where it says story category, and I would choose probably health and fitness, and then come on down here and just select no photo because none of those are relevant, and then choose preview story. Okay, so it's going to say check below, and then just click approve and submit. So now what's going to happen is now you've got a page over here on propeller.com that's search engine friendly to your main keyword phrases. Propeller.com, just like the article directories, gets a lot of traffic, and if you were to click right here, that link would now take people directly to your article. So that's another great way, is to do social bookmarking of your article. And what I would recommend you do is that you go over here to socialmarker.com and you at least submit to what they call the best social bookmarking sites, because those are the sites that they deem as the best ones that get most of the traffic. Or you could choose that you want to click on the do follow social bookmarking sites and then build backlinks to all those, because these are social bookmarking sites that would build backlinks. I'll show you one more site as an example. This site's called Mr-Wong.com, and Mr-Wong is another social bookmarking site, but every link here will give you a search engine friendly backlink to your article, which means as your article gets more backlinks, then it may potentially rank higher within the search engines and get more traffic naturally. Plus, it gets the traffic from the article directory from being a high authority site. And then on top of that, you get the traffic that comes directly through Mr. Wong. So it kind of works very, very nicely together. So I'm just going to log into my account here. Obviously, you would click on sign up if you're brand new to it. So I'm just going to choose log in real quick. And this will take just a minute here to log in. And then just choose log in. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is come over here to where it says save. So most social bookmarking sites will either say submit, submit new story, submit add story, or they'll say save, something of that nature. So that's what I'm going to do here is, again, copy and paste the link from my article, paste that right in here, put in the title as my main keyword phrase. And if you really want to make this faster, just like when you submitted the articles, you could put all your data into a notepad file and then just copy and paste from that. So your title, your link, your comments, your tags, all, and then boom, 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 you just copy and paste it in here. So learn 6 fast homemade acne treatments that you can try to use right away. And then put in your tags. And then choose public, and then choose save bookmark. Okay, so now the URL was successfully saved, and you notice it's right here with a nice direct backlink to my article. So I'd recommend you go through socialmarker.com and get, link to as many of these social bookmarking sites as you can for some of your articles. And, obviously you don't want to, do this for every one of them, but you might do it mix and match, like your ezinearticles article for one topic, and then let's say you have another article targeting, like one article's talking about weight loss exercises, another one talking about natural weight loss cures, for example, and you could build backlinks to, different sets of articles just to get, more exposure for each one of your articles. And you could do that through social bookmarker. The most important thing though is that you get your articles submitted to the article directories, and then you can go through this process. But it's a great way to add additional traffic and additional targeted exposure, which is so important because ultimately you want to get as much people funneling to your articles that will end up landing on this page, so they click on this link and give you a commission. So we're going to go on to the final step, which will kind of wrap everything together and tie it all up so you can get going to the goal of making around $100 a day or more, or whatever goal you might have. In this video, we're now going to go through the process of submitting the article. But first, before we do that, we need to actually create a resource box for our article. So what I recommend you do first though is you go to your start menu and you open up a notepad file or a WordPad file, and you're going to take the article that we have here and copy and paste it into a notepad file. So take the article you've written and again copy and paste that into a notepad file. Once it's inside your notepad file, you just want to hit the enter key to separate the paragraphs out. And then the next thing you want to do is we want to create a author resource box. I also recommend you save this file by going to File, Save, and save it to your computer. This is the file we're going to be copying and pasting from when we actually submit the content to the article directories. And it's really important that you do put this content into a notepad file because it will make your life much, much easier as you go through this process. So the first thing you need to do is go on over to the search engine. So I like to go to Google and type in HTML link code, because we are going to be creating a HTML link inside of our resource box. So I just go to HTML code, and this first site comes up called Quackit. There's several other websites that come up as well, but what you want to be grabbing here is you want to grab this code that basically makes your HTML links look like this. It's going to make your anchor text be clickable. So I'm going to copy this link right here and come on over here and paste it down here. The next thing I'm going to do is, you see here between the quotation marks, you see the link, HTTP with quotations here, and that's an actual link. So what you want to do is go over to your little blog. Remember the review site that we set up? Obviously you might have more content on your review page, but right now I just have a basic, site set up with the landing page that gets people interested and over to end up possibly purchasing through my affiliate link. So I'm just going to copy the HTTP link, the link for your Blogger blog or whatever landing page you set up. I'm going to simply copy that and paste it directly in here, because now I'm creating a direct link right here to my Blogger page, which again links off to my affiliate link. So that's what I've done here. The next thing you want to do is where it says get your HTML code here, you would choose maybe the name of the product, for example. So you might, say, click here, or excuse me, fat loss for idiots, because that's the name of the program we're promoting, and that would make that text clickable. So now before that line, what you want to do here is you want to create an author bio. So I'm just going to put this in your author bio, and I'm just using a fake name here that I'm just for this example is a Joshua Gregory is a weight loss blogger and enthusiast. I'm just making up something here. To learn more about how you can lose weight effectively and naturally, visit, and then you could put the link to the site there, or you could put in this, or naturally through the and then right here, fat loss for idiots program, visit this link, and then you could actually put another link that's straight to your Blogger site as well. So to do that, just copy and paste in. You can add a couple of links into your resource box here. So that's what I'm going to do here, and then I'm going to make my Blogger page also show up. So all I'm doing here by doing this is basically giving myself the important backlinks and making the link stand out. So you want to try to basically have a resource box that really grabs people's attention. Now this is just an example here, but you might want to have you really want to have a resource box that really grabs people's attention. So for example, Joshua Gregory is a weight loss blogger and enthusiast. To learn more about how you can lose weight effectively and naturally through the Fat Loss for Idiots program, visit this link, and then give a link to it or something of that nature. Or you could also take off the part about you as the author, because some article directories accept it, some don't, or without it. But you could take off the name of the author and actually put in here to learn more about the Fat Loss for Idiots program and how it can help you lose weight naturally, click here, something like that. And then at the end of it, maybe you could say that you're the author, something of that nature. Once you got your author bio done, the next thing you want to do is make sure your title is put in here. So let's go up here, and the name of our keyword here is exercises to lose weight, or excuse me, lose weight naturally and effectively. So if that was the title of our blog, or our title of our article, because that's the article that we want to get to rank. So that's what I plugged in here. So the next thing I'm going to do is come down here to where it says tags, and I'm going to write in the word keywords/tags, and I'm going to put in just some basic keywords that go with my article. Weight loss, lose weight, natural weight loss. Okay, so now that I've got that in there, I'm all ready to submit, because now I've got my author bio, I have got set up here with my title, I'm set up here with my actual article body. I've got everything set up here to start submitting all of my notepads. So you want to make sure you save that notepad. And then the next thing you want to do is go up here to where it says format and choose word wrap. So format, and then make sure the word wrap is unchecked, because now that's when you copy and paste in here, it's going to look more natural when you copy and paste it in there. So you won't have to go in and do a lot of editing. Now, the first article directory I'm going to recommend you start submitting to is ezinearticlescom, ezinearticlescom. And I recommend you take the first article. Remember, we rewrote the article, so you're going to be submitting 2 articles here for the system. So I recommend you at least get 2 articles. And the first one you're going to submit to Ezine Articles. The second one you would submit to the additional article directories. Ezine Articles can take a few weeks at first to get your articles approved, but they are very high authority and they are extremely, extremely powerful article directories. So when you first go to ezinearticles.com, just click on Submit Articles. And then you are going to, when you first get here, you're allowed 10 initial article submissions. And once you meet their standards, you're going to be moved up to platinum status, which would allow for unlimited article submissions. So that's why you want to make sure these articles are unique and that they are quality, because that's going to help you get more articles to be able to be submitted to them. And eventually the goal with this entire system is to get 100 articles submitted to each of the article directories that I'm going to show you. And the reason is just because these are high authority, powerful article directories, and the more content you can get out there, the more keyword phrases you can blanket the internet with, the more potential targeted visitors you're going to get to your review site, which again has your affiliate link and takes them directly to the product that you're making a commission on. So here's what we're going to do here. You want to put in your email, your password, very basic information, and then create your account. And then once you're logged into the account there, you're just going to go through the process of submitting your article. Now I'm going to show you how to submit your article at goarticlescom. So you want to come here to goarticles.com and click on Submit Articles. Next thing you want to do is log in if you're a member, or if you're a new member, just click on New Member and fill out their very basic information that they request. So I'm just going to log in here. It'll take just a moment. Okay, now where it says Submit a New Article, you could just copy and paste that right there. Okay, so now you're going to be asked to put in the title of your article, which is right here. So you're just going to copy that in here, and then put in your author name, and then plug in your author bio. So I'm just going to copy that and paste that in here. And then for the article, what you're going to do is simply copy and paste that in here as well. And you want to just highlight that article and paste it in there. And notice how, because I made those spacings using word wrap, I did not have to go back through and edit it. Simply choose your category. So the category here is going to be health, and then select your main category, which would be weight loss, and then click on preview. And again, all these article directories are very, very similar and equally effective as far as the simplicity it takes to submit the content to them. Okay, so once you do that, you're going to see how your article will look once it's submitted. So you notice it kind of got jumbled up there. So I would recommend when you're doing article submissions that you have shorter paragraphs, because they're going to be easier for people to digest and read. So you might want to go back and choose continue editing and make those paragraphs shorter. But you'll notice here, if you clicked on these links, they would take you directly to your review site, your little landing page site that has your affiliate link embedded. So you can come back here and just click on continue editing, and you could go back in and just kind of edit things out, kind of change things around a little bit, maybe make the paragraphs just a little bit shorter, so it stands out a little better. So those are just some different angles you could pursue there. So that's what I'm going to do here, is just edit this up. Okay, and then click on preview again. And notice how I cleaned it up just a little bit so the paragraphs show up a little nicer. There's a link. Now if I was ready to submit this, I'd just choose add article. So now we can go on to the next article directory though that I want to show you. So we had ezinearticles.com. They made it very easy to submit to. You just choose submit articles, and once you have your account, you just log in and then follow their steps, because they're just like goarticles.com. They ask for very basic information. They ask for a title, they ask for keyword tags, sometimes they'll ask for the author bio, they ask for the article body, and then some of them will actually ask for a summary of the article, which I usually just take as the first sentence or two here. So like this first couple sentences, I would take that as the article bio. Now the next site I want to tell you about is articlesbasecom. Articlesbasecom. It's a great article directory as well, and you can click on submit articles. So far you've got ezinearticlescom, you've got goarticlescom, and you've got articlesbase.com. All three of these great article directories, and there's one more that I want to tell you about as well. So I'm just going to log in here to a sample account and choose author login. Author login. And what you want to do once you've logged in and actually set up your account, if you do not have an account, obviously just click on register and go through the basic steps to set it up. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go where it says publish article, and right in here where it says author name, this is where you can drag down and choose your author name. But go ahead and choose your category. So no matter what category you're in, obviously you would know what niche market. I'm in the health and weight loss type category. Okay, so I'm in the health category. Obviously your title, you're just going to take that title and copy it over here. And then take your summary and plug that in. And then maybe you could add something to entice people. Now where it says keywords, this is where you could just copy and paste these keywords over that you put in here that related to your article. And then for this section, just come in here and copy and paste this data over. And this is the actual article body. And then you could make the paragraph shorter if you wanted to, obviously if you made them a little bit longer. And then right here, this is your chance to put in your new author bio that you're going to be using. So I'm just going to copy and paste that in here. And again, this would be the additional article. So you don't want to submit, so the article you submit to ezinearticles.com, you want it to be different from the other ones. So you want to submit the first article you wrote to ezinearticles, then you want to submit the rewrite articles to goarticles.com and articlesbase.com, and the additional article directory I will show you. So let me copy and paste that in correctly. Okay, and then you could choose whether or not to allow comments, and then you could just click on preview to see how it looks. And there's how the original article will look. There's the links, everything seems to be good, and then you could simply just hit submit. So now we'll go on to one additional article directory I want to tell you about, and that is articledashboard.com. That is another great article directory that you could submit to, articledashboard.com. What you do when you get there is you sign up for a free account, and then you're going to basically come in here, plug in your email, verify it, password, all your basic login details and information about yourself. And once you have an account, you just choose member login and just log in. So I'm logging into my sample account here at articledashboard.com. And again, I'm going to submit the second article here, the one that I rewrote. And so you want to at least start off for this campaign with 10 articles, 10 unique articles, and then you want to rewrite each of those so you have a total of 20. And you want to submit all 10 unique articles to ezinearticles. You want to make sure they're quality. And then you want to submit the additional 10 articles to these additional article directories that I'm showing you. The important thing here is that your titles are using good solid keywords, your articles have good solid keywords, therefore you're going to have quite a few articles out there, a lot of content out there, generating traffic, backlinks, exposure, all to your little review page, which is littered with your affiliate link, which is set up strategically to help you get more affiliate sales. So now that we've kind of overviewed that, let me go in here to Article Dashboard, and you click on Submit Articles, and just simply log in, and again, choose your category. And I wanted to show you a few article directories so you understood the system, but I'm sure by now you're starting to realize, hey, all these are pretty similar. But I'm really just showing you these so you can understand how basic this is. I'm just highlighting these. I'm clicking on Control C and Control V to copy and paste. You don't have to do that. That's just what I'm doing. So I'm hitting highlighting it. Alternatively, you could highlight it and right click and choose copy, and then just right click and choose paste. It depends on how you want to do that. So learn how to feel good about yourself with this article. Okay, and then the article body here, again, I'm just going to plug in this information. Article body, just grab it, all the content from the article body, copy it, Control V to paste it. And then if you want to work with the article once it's in there or actually on your template, so you don't have to keep doing this, but it'd be good to kind of break apart your paragraphs some so you don't have such long paragraphs like I have here. Then your resource box, you want to go in ahead and copy and paste that in there. So I'm just going to copy all that. Control C, Control V. You can see how it's easy work, but it's redundant work, and that's why others succeed and a lot of people succeed online, is because they're the ones that are focusing. But a ton of people don't succeed online, and the only reason is really because this kind of mundane stuff bores them and they don't want to keep doing it. But it's important that you do keep focused and keep doing it. And again, just plug in your keywords here that you already wrote out. And again, once you have all this, it's as simple as copy and paste, and you should be able to knock through these rather quickly. I'm only taking me a few minutes. I like to hit preview just to make sure the links are indeed working, and they are, because obviously it's so important. If the links aren't working, it's not going to be very good for you. So that link is working, and everything should be good there, and then you could just click on submit. Now, an additional article directory I did not show you about that is also a good one is ideamarketers.com. Ideamarketers.com. Oops, let's see, it looks like the site is down, so let me find it here. Maybe I spelled it wrong. And it looks like ideamarketers.com is down for a second, but that is a pretty good article directory, and it should be up soon. There are several additional other ones you could consider. You can go to Google and type in submit articles. And you'll see here the top directories that come up would be great ones. You've got articles based, you've got article alley, that's a good one. Different things like that. So you might try like article directory, and you could find a whole nother list of directories to go after as well. So, a lot of opportunities there for you to submit to additional article directories. At least these core 4 article directories, starting with ezinearticles with your unique one, and then goarticles with your rewrite, articlesbasecom, articledashboardcom, and then idea marketers if they're up and working, and then article gold, article alley, that's also an additional good one, articlesalley.com. So again, the submission process is pretty similar for these once you get the hang of it. Like this one is going to be very, very similar to some of the other article directories. So it's so important though that you are consistent with your submissions. Now in the next video, I'm going to show you how to take one of your article submissions and actually help get it more traffic by doing some simple little things to it. And then at the end of it, we'll do the final video and close out the step-by-step system. In this video, we're going to choose the product that we are going to be promoting, and then we're going to set up our landing page because we need to have a page to send our traffic to from our articles. So what you need to do is go to clickbank.com, clickbank.com, and select Marketplace. Clickbank.com and choose Marketplace. The next thing you want to do is choose the category for the product or niche that you are promoting. So for my example, it is weight loss, which would be in the health and fitness niche. Alternatively, you could just type in, your keyword phrase there as well, where it says keywords, and then hit go. But I'm going to do a search in the health and fitness niche, and I'm going to look for high gravity because that means products that are selling now, products that are hot, and products that are converting. So what you're going to see here is a listing of items in the health and fitness niche. You'll notice here's a couple weight loss products, and you can notice here you can browse through any category for any product you are promoting. And again, if you need help finding it, just type in your keywords there. So you could type in, like acne for instance, and be met with several acne products potentially. So I'm just going to hit go here, and these are the top products in weight loss. Fat burning furnace, and then this one is called fat loss for idiots. This product is huge. So one thing I want to look for with a product is I try to want to find one that has good affiliate tools, and also find one that offers a good amount per sale. So that means that on every sale you would make a fair commission, a decent amount of money. So you can start off by clicking on view pitch page to actually view the sales page, and that's really important to do because you want to look through the sales page, and if it's something that you would consider purchasing, then it's definitely something that you want to promote, because obviously if it's something that appeals to you as a potential buyer, it might appeal to the people that you are promoting this to. So it's very important that it is something that looks good and something that you feel would end up converting. So here's the pitch page loading up here on the screen, And you can just see here, you can browse through this product and really get an idea as to, what the product is, how it gets people to end up purchasing. Look at the usage of images, and the imagery is very well done on this site. So you think, okay, this would probably grab some people's attention. It's got a fair value, a fair price for the money. I definitely think this would be something that I would consider promoting. So that would definitely be something for you to consider. So you can just come on down here and then click on the item right here, and then you'll notice here you've got diet package 1, or you can add an additional amount there. So here's where you can go and pay for the product, and so $39, and on this the commission payout is 75%. So that would tell you right here, 75% of $39. So take 39 times 0.75 to get a rough idea of your commission. So it's about, $29 a sale, give or take some. So that means on every single sale you potentially could be making, 29, about $30 per sale. So let's say, for example, your goal is $100 per day. Now obviously you may not be, to get to that $100 a day, you may need to be, in different niche markets. You might need to have some acne niches going, some weight loss niches going, all sorts of different niche markets. So let's take this for example. So to get to our $100 a day goal, minus 29.25, that means we need to sell about 3.5 per day. So that'd be, roughly about 100 of these packages, each and every month to get to that goal. So obviously that might be a lot for this particular product, but the weight loss niche is huge, so it's a good one to start with. But you could have some acne niches going, weight loss, green energy, curing your golf slice, different things like that as well, all going for you in your favor. But it's important to kind of understand, okay, how many units of this item would I have to sell each day to reach my goal potentially? And obviously your goal would be to get to, start off with of, a couple sales a week, then one sale a day, then get to the point where you're getting that $100 a day plus, and then keep scaling it up from there, So it's very important that you do that. So now that we've selected this product, what you need to do is come up here to ClickBank and choose sign up. Once you've selected sign up, you're just going to input some basic information about yourself, and then actually go ahead and click on submit. So basic information about yourself, and then click on submit to set up your account. Otherwise, if you already have a ClickBank account, you could just grab your ClickBank your ClickBank username, which would end up being your ClickBank code to use for your ID for your affiliate link. Okay, so I'm going to grab my product here. Let's just go to health and fitness and grab the product that we are promoting. So I'm going to grab this particular item, the Fat Loss for Idiots item, and you can come here where it says create hop link, and this is how you create your referral link or your affiliate link. So you can come right down here, copy and paste in your account nickname or username, and then click on create. You could ignore the tracking part for now. And now the link that you've been provided here is now your affiliate link. So I open up like a notepad file, so I could save that link directly in here. So it's important that you do that. And then what I recommend you do is you come over here and you notice that they also offer affiliate tools. And so you want to open up this into another tab. So I'm going to open up another tab here, and then just go open up this file right now. Okay, so here is the tab for Fat Loss for Idiots. Okay, and what you've got here then is, basically information about the product and different things like that. So you can see, all sorts of information about it. And if you want to click over here, you might find, some additional information. So this talks all about the product. You might find product images. Those are the kind of common things you might find on a page of this nature. Otherwise, on the sales page is where you can also gather information to use for your landing page, which is what we're going to create next. So for that, you need to go on over to blogger.com, And when you get there, you need to choose Create Blog, or you can sign in with your Google account. So if you have a Gmail account or anything like that, you can just go ahead and sign in there. So I'm just going to do that for this example. And then choose Sign In. Okay, so now that I'm signed in here, what you want to do is come over here to where it says Create Blog. Create Blog, and you want to create a blog kind of focused around the product you're promoting. So I'm going to create a product called Fat Loss for Idiots Review. Okay, and then click Check Availability. It looks like that has already been taken. Fat Loss for Idiots Review blog. Let's see. Fat Loss for Idiots Review News. Okay. And then I'm just going to plug this in. The important thing is you want to have the keyword phrase of the product you are promoting directly in here. So the blog title and the keyword phrase related to the product that I'm pushing. So the next thing you want to do is choose a template or a theme. So this basic one will get by for right now, or you could come down here and choose a little better one. So let's just go with the sand dollar one just for now and choose continue. And then just simply click on Start Blogging. Now this is your chance to pre-sell the program. So you're going to start with the name of the program. Now this would work again with any niche. You know, how to break 80 golf, acne cure, 3 days, different programs like that. It doesn't have to be a ClickBank product. Obviously you could be doing this system for products on Amazon or other affiliate networks, but clickbank.com has the best ultimate commissions, for example. So what I recommend you do is come right over here to the product page and write a little bit about the actual product itself. So you might want to do things like maybe take pictures from the sales page if they allow you to. Sometimes they allow you, sometimes they don't. So that might be something you consider doing to add value here. So to add an image, you could just highlight it, open that up, and then you could maybe take the logo from the site, or take this logo for example, and save the picture to your computer and then upload it or something like that. So for example, I might just grab this image and upload it, and then come over here and click on the image link and then browse. And then choose upload image. Okay, so the image has been added now. So what I'd recommend you do is that you select done, and you can come over here and maneuver the image around. And then I also recommend you come up here and you kind of talk about the product. So Fat Loss for Idiots, and then maybe take content that you find on the sales letter, for example. So I'm just going to grab some sample copy here. So it's important that you do a good job of grabbing, just looking through here and grabbing copy that would make sense for you to add to your page here. And then you could actually increase your font size and change the font to different formats as well. So basically on this page, your whole goal here is to, just pre-sell people on this package. You just want to go through here, add in, some more details, and, just kind of talk a little bit about the program. So learn how to eat right and finally lose weight today with the best selling. You might want to find a good selling point, which for this one it's like a best selling course. Okay, so now that you've kind of got this pre-sale page up, obviously you might want to add more to it, like more copy about the product, but I'm just showing you an example here of what this would end up looking like. So, so if you scroll down here and you could highlight this, like let's say you want to make this image clickable, so I could highlight this image and then come down here, and this is just an image that's on their website here that I took. Highlight their image and paste it in there. Paste in the URL for the link. So I'm just going to grab that, put in the hyperlink, and then click on OK. Okay, so now you've got your pre-sale page set up there with an image from the site, for example. Then you just choose Publish Post, and we can click on View Post. Okay, so here's kind of a layout for your pre-sale page. You may want to go back in here to customize your site a little bit more. So let's say pick a new template. So let's see here. Let's just choose simple, and then choose Save Template. And then you can simply choose View Blog to take a look at it. So here's your basic pre-sale page. Boom, there's the links. And if you decide hey, I want to change that image, for example, then that's fine too. Obviously you don't have to use any image. You can come down here and just edit the post out there, delete the image, and fill that in with text. So the Okay, so there's just a basic, text that I put in there, and then you could choose Publish Post, and then view that post to see how it looks. Now, obviously, you would want to have a little more content on here. You might want to have some more images, more tasteful graphics if you want to use them, different things like that. But basically, the main concept here is you need to have a page to send people to. So that would be, your main blog, for example, that you would send people to. So notice, this would be the link that you would be including in your WordPress, or excuse me, in your article resource box, which is what we will cover in the next video. So the important thing is you have a landing page, you have a product to promote, and now in the next video we're going to go ahead and submit the articles and get the ball rolling as far as getting traffic. Because now that you have something to promote, now it's important that you just funnel all the traffic to this landing type page that you've set up on blogger.com. So obviously you might want to doctor it up, add images, add more text to it to pre-sell. You can test it out. You just want to really make sure that you have something set up and in place that's going to help you get results and get conversions that you're looking for. Alright, in this video I want to cover two things. The first one is we're going to go over how to rewrite your article, because it's really important that you take each of the 10 unique articles and you rewrite them. And the reason is because it's going to help you as you submit them. It's going to, basically make the article end up ranking higher potentially. Plus, after we do that, I'm going to show you how to create a nice title using the keywords, because you want to have a nice keyword-rich title. And then we'll go on to the next phase, which is to select your affiliate program that you're going to be pushing. So we're in the weight loss niche here. And what you're going to do next is come right on over to where it says the topic right here, which is how to lose weight naturally. So what you want to do here is you actually want to be writing and creating the article. Again, you want to rewrite the article. So you want to open up the Word document where you have your article, and you just want to highlight it all, right click, and copy. Right click and copy, and you're going to go ahead and put it right into a notepad file here. So I'm just going to put that into a notepad file and separate the paragraphs here. Now what you're going to do here is go ahead and actually end up rewriting each sentence of the article where it makes sense. So for example, what I'm going to do here is separate each sentence. So where each period ends, we're going to make a double space. And now there is software that you can actually use to actually help you do this, and I will show you that link at the end of this. But this is, kind of for the, for those on a budget, because I understand when you're making money online, it can take some time. You need to, before you feel like investing in any tools. So this is something you can still do without having to invest anything at all. But it does take a little bit of time to go through and do. But it is an efficient and effective way to rewrite, reword articles so you have more unique content. It's actually a very, very effective, excellent way for you to do this. So I'm just going through and putting a double space between after every period. So that means after every sentence, because that's going to basically give me a chance to rewrite each and every sentence for the article. And we'll know, like, the second line, we'll put it in parentheses, as I'll show you, will be the additional article. By rewriting these, though, again, it's helping you within the search engines. Once you start submitting this, it's going to help you have more unique content. And actually, once you rewrite these, you can actually have multiple content to submit, which means more traffic. So what you see here, so for example, as people nowadays become more health conscious than ever, they're always finding ways to lose weight. So there is a sentence right there. So you could put, and I recommend you do this in parentheses so you know which one is the rewrite. So you could say, more and more people every day, more people are becoming more aware of their health and are discovering methods to lose weight, for example. So notice how I just took that sentence and I reworded it. So it's pretty much, it's similar but different. So many products and brochures are being done in numerous weight loss gadgets and programs that you have to pay for. Seems everywhere you turn, you are being marketed another weight loss solution or program that costs lots of money. So again, I completely reworded that sentence. So you notice here how fast I'm going through here now. I recommend you do this for each and every one of these. Just, go in here, put a space in, parentheses. Well, most of them are scams. People would most probably try them out in hopes of losing weight the quickest way possible. People will try almost anything to lose weight as quickly as possible. So again, you can see here that I've just been efficiently going down here rewording each and every sentence, which is going to end up at the end here create a completely unique article. And then when this is done, you could actually mix and match sentences. So combine, like, let's say, like, combine this sentence with the original second sentence, and maybe combine this second sentence that I reworded, in here with another one. So now, basically, by rewording this and rewriting it, you can create completely unique articles. Now, there is a software I promised you that I'd show you how to do this that's inexpensive, but again, this is a cheap way to do it. So you just want to go through the whole way and make sure when you're done here that you file save as your notepad. I'm using just a notepad file. You could do this in Word if you wanted to, but just make sure you save this because it's very important that you save this in. Okay, so here is the article that actually can help you do this process a little easier, and it will actually, at the end of it, actually take the article and turn the content you've created that's human created and actually turn them into multiple articles. So not just like one additional one or three additional ones. It can end up turning it into 10 to 100 additional articles. So it's a pretty powerful tool, and that is just called Magic Rewriter software. Magic Rewriter software, and you can just go over here and it's just www.article-rewriter.info, article-rewriter.info. It's a great software program, relatively inexpensive, and I believe the cost is $47 just for the rewriter. They do have a submitter that goes along with it that's also a good tool, so you might want to just check that out. Obviously, you don't have to do this. It would help you and assist you if you find that it gets laborious to rewrite your articles. But this process is really, really important for you to rewrite the content. And so it's very important that you do focus in on rewriting. So now that we've kind of accomplished that process, what I want to show you now is how to create a nice keyword rich title. So you see here the topic here is how to lose weight naturally. And so obviously you want to have your main keyword phrase show up in the title of your article. This is a must and something that should happen all the time with your articles. So I'm just going to come over here and create a nice title. So you want to start with your keyword, how to lose weight naturally. So I always like to start with the main keyword phrase if at all possible. So how to lose weight naturally. Let me just make sure that's spelled correctly. How to lose weight naturally, and then, discover how, or something like that. How to lose weight naturally, discover how, or discover the solution. Something strong. You want to basically give the keyword phrase and then give people a reason to check it out. So it might be, five tips, to weight loss success. So something like that. You want to basically encourage people, because a nice title, it doesn't matter. Just having the keyword phrase sometimes won't be enough to get people to want to read it. So you want to make sure, how to lose weight naturally, and then give them a reason, so discover the solution, something like that. Something strong, something powerful that will really show them that you can offer them what they want to do. Now, obviously, when you rewrite the article, and I recommend you rewrite each and every article you do, that would actually end up giving you 20 unique articles to 30 unique articles if you really, want to just, splice them together. But I recommend each article, the rewritten ones even, have a different title to it. And so start with your keyword phrase if at all possible, and then give some sort of strong statement in there that would encourage people to want to read that article. So whether it's 5 tips to success or discover the solution, whatever that might be, that's what you want to do. So we're going to go on to the next process, the next step, which is going to be finding the affiliate program and a couple of products maybe that you want to promote, and then also set up your landing page. And then once that is set up, we're going to go on to the next process, which will be submitting your article, writing your resource box, which is how you get the traffic, and then we'll go on to the next process as far as getting your articles ranked, and then close out this system. Alright, for this video, I'm now going to show you the process I go through for writing the articles. So what you want to do is, again, select your niche, then select your keyword phrases, and at this point you should have selected around 10 keyword phrases, much like I have here. I've selected a few, but using the method I used in the last video. So you want to go through and select about 10 keyword phrases that you could focus in and create some articles on. So I've found one keyword here, how to lose weight naturally, that I've decided to go ahead and create an article on. And I want to show you just, kind of what the articles will look like, because that's very, very important for this entire system. So you see here the article, it's just basic. The word count, it's about anywhere from 350 to 500 will be great as far as size-wise goes. Obviously, the more you get above 400, the better chance you have of getting approved in more popular article directories. So especially with some of these article directories like ezinearticles and some of the others, they're starting to crack down on much shorter articles. So it's important, that you try to have some meat to your content. So you do want to have some quality articles, but you don't necessarily have to be wordy though and write entire essays and dissertations. So it's important, that you have a nice balance. And you don't want to give them all the information in the world. world in the articles, you want to kind of leave them open at the end of the articles. You want to try to leave them wanting more, and that will encourage them to end up clicking on your link, which then could lead to your affiliate link, which is really what the system's all about, because it's all about, doing the things you need to do to get to where you're making that $100 a day. So in the next video, after we do this writing, we're going to show you how to select your affiliate program, and then also the process of setting up your landing page that you're going to be sending the traffic to. But of course, you obviously need some content to start with here, so that's why we're writing here in this step. So how to lose weight naturally was the keyword, and basically it's just some basic articles. As people nowadays become more health conscious than ever, they are always finding ways to lose weight. So different things like that, and it really does a good job of just kind of talking about ways people are using to lose weight. And it's really important that you try to include the keyword phrase as many times as possible. Like, for example, lose weight naturally, ways to lose weight naturally, or how to lose weight naturally, different things like that. You want to try to include the keyword phrase you're trying to go after. Try to include it where it makes sense. Try to include it a couple times in the first paragraph, maybe a time or two in the last paragraph, and anywhere in between that makes sense. There's really no perfect keyword density. You just want to make sure that you include it, because that is important, that keyword phrase does it be included, because that is very, very important to the process. So what, again, I recommend you do is just write short, informative articles. I do a lot of my article research, by just going out to Google, and you can just, let's just head on over here to Google real quick, and you can do your research just through Google rather effectively. For example, let's say that the keyword phrase is lose weight naturally, so you could go into quotes here and type in lose weight naturally, and get some possible articles that have already been written on this subject. And so, here's one, weight loss for all, and you could just go visit this website, for example, and just grab, a few tidbits of information, maybe, if they have anything. Sometimes it might just be a sales page, but if it is like an article, like for example, like this one is, you might be able to pull off some information that talks about it, so, or you can just click back here, and, here's a good site, ehow.com. Great site. ehow.com has a lot of great information. So I'm not saying that you need to copy. I'm just saying that you need to do some research. And it's important that you really have some nice, solid research behind you. Like how to lose weight naturally. You could take some ideas here, of how to do that. Maybe you could say this can save you, the expense of different things. You might take some ideas here and, kind of move this stuff into like a notepad file, for example. So I could copy and paste this into a notepad file, do format word wrap, and just kind of take, ideas and bullet points from this article and then reword it on my own. That's a fast way that you can go through and write articles. And that's a really effective strategy, is to, again, just go through articles and look for. And you notice here, this is a good keyword phrase because you saw associated content, you saw eHow, you saw ezinearticles, all these kind of sites that you can possibly get traffic from are actually on the first page. But you can just go through the different articles that are already written on this subject and maybe take, some ideas and bullet points that they provide from their articles. So there's just a lot of different, strategies you can use. I like to copy and paste different bullet points. The key factor in losing weight is losing calories. So you could be like, hey, that's a good point. I'm gonna, copy and paste in. Excuse me. I'm gonna copy and paste that in here, and then simply, reword that sentence, for example. So you can kind of get the idea here of, how that can work in your favor. So the main point is that you're just copying and pasting, creating nice bullet points to go from. So you want to do this for each and every one of your articles. You want to start off with at least 10 unique articles that you write from. And then once you have those written out, save them into a Word document. And I like to save as I go just so I don't lose any. But then in the next video, I'm actually going to show you one other thing in the next video before we go on to setting up your landing page and finding your affiliate program. But I'm going to show you the next step is how to rewrite your articles, because it's important that you rewrite your articles. I'm going to show you a simple way to do that, because that's going to enable you to now, now that you have these nice, well-researched articles, to be able to really distribute them out on the internet so you get even more massive exposure and possible traffic, which is what it's all about. The more traffic, the more people see your link, more people click on it, the more money you potentially make each and every day. Alright, for this next step, what you need to do is the keyword research part. So at this point, you should have selected a niche market where you feel that people are in need of something. So you should have looked at the resources in the last video and determined a niche market where you can help connect people that are having a problem with a solution, because that's ultimately where you're going to become successful. So what you need to do here is now research keyword phrases related to the niche market that you're going after. So for example, I have chosen the weight loss niche. Now it would not be wise for me just to choose the word weight loss, as I'll show you why right here. If I just type in weight loss, for example, what I'm going to find here is there's 83 million results just for weight loss. Now if I put that into quotation marks, that still is going to show 60 million some sites competing for that phrase. Now if I do something like the phrase, weight loss diet plan, for example, the results get quite a bit better just by doing that. Notice now it's clear down to 206,000 competing sites for that phrase. Now even though this keyword phrase gets less searches, I have a much better chance of getting traffic for it than just going after weight loss. So to find these keyword phrases, I recommend you go to Google and type in the keyword phrase AdWords keyword tool. AdWords keyword tool. This is a free keyword research tool that I'm going to be using for you here. So the free Google AdWords keyword tool, you can find it just by going to Google and typing in AdWords keyword tool, just like Google AdWords. And this tool will take just a moment for it to load up here. So what I recommend you do here is you type in your main niche that you're trying to go after. So whether it's panic, disorders, ADHD, acne, whatever kind of niche market you feel that you can help people with, even if it's make money on the internet, or work from home, different things like that. No matter what product or niche market you're going to be focusing in on, it's important that you start with a base keyword phrase. So I'm going to type in here lose weight and then weight loss as my base keyword phrases. And then you need to put in these characters here. It just shows that you are human. And then choose get keyword ideas. Get keyword ideas. So this will take just a moment. Now it's important that you remember this system is going to be showing you how to create articles, much like you learned in the first video. And so each and every one of your articles needs to target a good keyword phrase that is getting results. So think of it this way: as you're doing your research, every single one of these keyword phrases could potentially be a nice article title for you. So what you need to do here, go to the Google AdWords keyword tool, plug in your information, and you're going to get results back from them. So what I also recommend you do is you come over here to where it says match type and you choose phrase. So you choose phrase match. And then you want to come over here where it says global monthly search volume and just click on that, because that will highlight and sort it from top to bottom, the highest search volume to the lowest search volume. So what you need to do here is under phrase match, you're going to notice here weight loss and lose weight, in the millions. To how to lose weight, that's pretty high. Losing weight. So let's come up with a few potential keyword phrases that we could target. So for example, how to lose weight fast might be a good one. So you could actually copy that phrase by right clicking it and choosing copy, and then also choosing add phrase over here. And then go on over to Google and keep it in quotes. And so I open up a new tab within Google, and I'm just going to do a search for that particular phrase right here. What I find here is that there's still actually a lot of competition for this in the 5 million range, so it's probably not going to be the best keyword phrase for us to target, obviously. So you can come back over here and choose remove from that keyword phrase. Or you can kind of, keep it added just so you kind of understand that, hey, this keyword phrase is getting quite a bit of volume, so you understand that that would be potentially, a phrase that you could write an article about. But the important thing is you want to try to find titles that you can possibly rank for, because that's very, very important. Like, for example, how to lose weight quickly has quite a bit less search volume, but 14,000 is still quite a bit. And if we search for that one in quotation marks, you get 1,000,000 results. Now, one other way you can actually search for these to really get an idea as to your ability to rank for them is to come on over and actually type in front of the phrase the word all in title, all in title. What that does is that will narrow down only those sites that are using this keyword phrase in their title tags, which shows up here, because that means that if you use that in the title of your articles, it will automatically show up in the title tags of the major article directories, which means you possibly have a chance of ranking if fewer sites are using that within their title tags. So notice now I took that down by just doing the all in title search to a result where only 4,800 people of the million that we're targeting, that 4,800 are actually only the ones using it in their title tags. So that might be actually not a bad keyword phrase to go after, because even on the phrase match level it's got about 15,000 results. So I would consider adding that phrase. And you can come down here, weight loss exercises, and you could do the exact same thing. So you could, grab that keyword phrase, come over here to where it says all in title, and then just simply paste that in there, removing the quotes. So you want to try to find, less than 5,000 is probably a good range to go in. So this one probably wouldn't be a good keyword phrase to target. So you could go back over and, remove that phrase if you accidentally added it. Easy ways to lose weight. So you see here what I'm doing here, I'm trying to find keyword phrases that have good volume, about 1,000 or more searches, because this is a monthly total. And also keep in mind this only includes Google, it does not include Yahoo or the Bing search engine, which Google gets the majority of the searches anyway, so it's important that you target that one. But also keep that in mind that you might pick up some additional searches from those other engines. Easy ways to lose weight. This one's going to be pretty good. It's less than 10,000 for the all in title. And obviously everybody has different methods and strategies they can do this. This is just a good idea for you, to do the all in title thing, just because it really is a good indicator. It's a better indicator of your actual competition, because really competing against a site that's not using this in their title tag, you're going to outrank them if you're using it. So you really need to just look at, who's actually trying to rank for that, and you're going to see that you can get some high volume keywords this way. So I recommend you do this, and that you keep trying to narrow down. You want to try to come up with, as many possible keyword phrases as you can, because each and every one of these would become an additional article. Like you could do an article on easy ways to lose weight. You could also do an article on how to lose weight quickly or how to lose weight fast. So you can kind of get the ideas, as how that's going to work. Best diet to lose weight, that might be just one additional, keyword phrase. So these are all article topics that you're researching here, and you're coming up with topics that give you a chance to rank, plus have some good volume to them. So that would be another, good keyword phrase to add. So as you get down here, as it gets less and less, you can come down all the way down here, and you might see some additional keywords that you might consider going after, like, like for example, how to lose belly fat. If I were to go over here, and you could come up here and do a search, for lose belly fat, for example, and then choose get keyword ideas, and then that would bring up a whole new list of potential keyword phrases that you could target, focus in on, and potentially profit from with this campaign. Now again, this would work with any niche market that you're trying to go after. So here's one, exercises, best way to lose belly fat. So I could highlight that keyword phrase. 12,000, 22,000 searches on a local level, meaning the country that I'm searching from, which is the US for this example. So 22,000 some searches a month for best way to lose belly fat, believe it or not. Notice here there's only 2,100 in the all in title option, much less competition, high volume keyword phrase, so you've got here, or excuse me, 14,800. So still a high volume keyword phrases that you could be targeting, and that would make another excellent article topic for you to consider writing about. And also notice here when you do that search phrase, best way to lose belly fat with the all in title, you notice ezinearticles comes up. You also notice a blogspot blog comes up. So that tells you that there are some good chances of ranking. On top of that, you've got a video. Plus, you've got a Go Articles article that shows up. So that would be a potentially good keyword phrase to go after because you see some success happening with articles. So again, this, the same thing will happen here with any niche market. So if it's acne, let's just use that for example. Let's say we're typing in, acne treatment, for example, and then acne cure. Then choose get keyword ideas, and again you're going to go through the exact same process. No matter what niche market you're going after, no matter what set of keyword phrases it is that you want to target, the process is going to be the same. You're going to use the Google AdWords keyword tools, and make sure you try to do phrase match because that gives you a little better idea as to the actual volume for certain search phrases. And look for ones, as many keyword phrases as you can. Obviously, the longer the keyword phrase is going to be, the less competition there is, but the less volume. So you kind of want to keep that in mind. But try to look for keywords that are above 1,000. This one, for example, would not be a bad one. Best acne spot treatment, and you come over here, search for it, take off the quotes, and then do all in title in front of it. All in title. And we can see, this one right here, 299 sites competing for that. You see Yahoo Answers comes up. So that tells you, you see ezinearticles. That tells you just there alone that there's a good chance of ranking if you went after that keyword phrase. And you notice still it gets about 1,000 searches per month. So best acne spot treatment might be a good article for you to consider writing. So you just choose, add phrase and go on to the next one. So you can see here how this is going to work. You want to try to come up with, for this method here, about 10 articles to start off with, about 10 articles, and then you can always go back and add 10 more later. But the whole ultimate goal for this entire campaign is to get 100 articles up, but let's just start with 10. So come up with 10 good keyword phrases, that are getting some volume to them, that have less than 10,000 in the all-in title. You'll find many keyword phrases have that. Try to find, obviously, the lower the better. The better chance you have a ranking would be keywords, less than 1,000 or so all-in title. But that really narrows down your competition even better. So I would recommend you go out there now and do your keyword research. Try to get about 10 good solid keyword phrases, and then we'll go on to the next step, which is going to be writing the articles and going through that process. Now that you understand the system, you now need to go out online and choose your niche market. The niche is so important because this is what your entire campaign will be based upon. You need to find a niche market where you can easily find effective solutions for people. So what I want you to do is go on over to clickbank.com. Clickbank.com. So just go on over here to clickbank.com, and what you want to do here is you want to go out to where it says Marketplace up here at the top. And then over here, you're going to notice it's going to ask for a category. So for example here, let's just choose the health and fitness category. So I'm just going to choose go. And it's going to bring up a listing of sites based on popularity in the health and fitness category. So you notice inside here you've got, everything from fat burning to, how to have six-pack abs to different diets and different things like that. Most of these are diet muscle building type things. You'll see, something for panic attacks, pregnancies, and again more fat burning item. And these are under, based on popularity. So, basically you can kind of get an idea, people possibly, for example, want to know ways to lose weight. Everybody, it seems, wants to know that. You've got fitness training, turbulence, training. All these are different products about, being in better shape, different things like that. So you can also, under the different categories, search by high gravity, which is also another indicator basically within ClickBank that, kind of sorts out as to items that people are selling a lot of. So if you look for some high gravity items in the health and fitness category, for example, you can quickly narrow down, some potential niches. You got muscle building, you've got panic attacks, you've got abs, different things like that are possible niche markets to consider. So you can browse through the ClickBank marketplace and look in different categories. You've got even a home and family category that you can do this with. So you can kind of see, things like the magic of making up, getting back with your ex. That's popular. People want to know how to do those kinds of things as well. Green energy, that kind of stuff also. So different, niche markets where you can basically help people solve problems. So here's some things, another site that I want to show you. This is called dummies.com, and I'm sure you've probably recognized this logo right off the bat. Dummies.com is basically the website for the Dummies books, the books that you see in Amazon, the books you see, all over your local bookstores. These are all sorts of Dummies books out there. So what I recommend you do is click on store, and the reason I recommend you come over here is just simply because people online and people out there all over the world are buying Dummies books up all the time. And Dummies, before they go out there, the Dummy series, before they produce a book, they spend a lot of money out there, researching, understanding what the market wants, and different things like that. So they've done all the research for you because they're not going to spend, thousands upon thousands of dollars to market new books and new titles if it's not something that's going to sell and be popular. So what I find is very interesting is that dummies.com, you actually can go there and look through their store and get an idea of really all sorts of potential niche markets. You've got here, for example, a featured title, Windows 7. That's a brand new operating system. So obviously people need help and need to find a solution for that. So if you could possibly become an affiliate for a product that talks about Windows 7, that might be a good niche to go after. But you can scroll down here, for example, look under like the health category here on dummies.com. You'll notice here in the health category, right off the bat, you've got acne. So it talks about how to get rid of acne, ADHD, Alzheimer's. Now, obviously, these are listed out, A to Z. You could actually sort these out by publication date if you wanted to as well. But really, you get some ideas right off the bat there. Acne, for example, is something, that people struggle with, and therefore they've produced an entire book on that. So going in there that that's something that's been researched and something that you could possibly do a book about. Back pain remedies as well. That's another problem people suffer from, and a solution would be great for them to find. So there's one all about back pain. So you get an idea there that these would be ebooks, potential ebooks and courses that people would also be interested in buying. Because if they're going to spend, all this money producing these books, then it means there's a market and demand for those kinds of things. Now another site, it's kind of creative, that you can look at is WebMD. WebMD is more, it's a health related type website for better health and things like that. But you notice here all these different health conditions. You've got everything from heart disease to back pain to heartburn to, migraine headaches, different things like that, skin problems, sleep disorders, ADHD, allergies, all these kind of things people could potentially want solutions for. And there's actually a lot of ebook that provide natural solutions, for back pain relief. They provide, natural solutions to curing depression, natural solutions to, getting over ADHD, different things like that. And so you could possibly determine some possible niche markets to look further into just by looking at a site like webmd.com. That's very, very huge and highly effective. You see even here that they've got a lot of articles on healthy living, so how to eat better, how to diet and get in shape. So, diet and weight loss is very, very popular among people. So again, that would be an indication that that would be another niche. One other site that you can actually turn to for your research, it's a site called 43 Things, 43things.com. 43things.com is really great. What it basically is, it's kind of a site where people go in there and they post things that they want to do, in the next year, things like that. It's kind of like New Year's resolutions, things like that. But it's kind of, more or less things like, it doesn't even have to be New Year's resolutions, but it can just be, 43 things people want to do, right away or before they die or different things like that. Well, here's, you can click over here on the right hand side. They actually have an option for the most popular most of the time. You can see an option for the most popular. And you'll notice here the number one thing is lose weight. Obviously there's a lot of people here that have filled out information. Lose weight, fall in love, so you've got relationships, losing weight, getting a job, maybe resume courses, how to do cheap travel, how to quit smoking. Again, love, different things like that. So that really gives you an idea. You could also look at yearly resolution trends. Okay, so I've given you some ideas, so you can browse through 43 things as well. You can browse through ClickBank. You can look at, the different categories on dummies.com. You could look at WebMD. So I hope that you actually take some of these ideas I've given you and select a nice profitable niche market. The niche market I'm going to go after is the lose weight niche just because it's so huge. And so in the videos to follow, we're going to set up a campaign, an article marketing campaign, to generate that extra $100 or so per day. But number one is find a nice niche market first that you think can be profitable, something that can make a lot of money, and then pursue it that way. And one other thing you could do is actually go out to Google and you could actually do research on that niche market just to see the popularity. So like I could type in natural acne cure, for example, and then do a Google search and kind of take a look at what kind of results I get back. And look for advertisements, look for popularity, look for different things like that that might come up there in Google. So basically that's just some ideas you can do to further the process. But most importantly is look over ClickBank, look at dummies.com, look at WebMD, and spend some time thinking of possible niche markets where you can provide solutions to people, because that's where it happens. When you provide a solution to a problem and you can make those affiliate commissions and generate that $100 or so per day eventually that you're trying to go after, or whatever your financial goals might be. At least it gives you something to start with. So start by finding a niche market. In the next video we'll go over researching that niche market, and then we'll continue on with the campaign after that.